Welcome back to your favorite channel, the No Filter News Network. You already know where the messy tea brews first, and baby. I'm hyped to be your host today because the streets are talking, and guess who they talking about? Right? You thought Tiffany Henyard was done going viral just because she ain't sitting pretty in that Dalton, Illinois mayor chair anymore. Oh, you thought wrong. Sis is still making headlines and, as usual, not in a good way. Let's rewind it real quick. Tiffany Henyard. Yes, that Tiffany. The former mayor of Dalton, and also the once-upon-a-time supervisor of Thornton Township, she's under serious investigation. The feds are still circling like hawks. And the real kicker, sis, is officially unemployed. Yep, clocked out permanently for the last 2 months, went from cashing $300,000 a year checks to absolutely nothing. Nada, y'all? And let's be honest, ain't nobody lining up to hire her. But don't count her out just yet. You know how it go when the checks stop coming in, the schemes start rolling out. And of course, I had to put my detective hat on and dig a little deeper. And baby, what I found? A fresh hustle, a brand new scam. Tiffany Henyard got a whole new blueprint for getting that money. So if you really thought she was going to fade into the background just 'cause she ain't holding no official titles anymore, not as the mayor, not as the township supervisor, you're delusional. Tiffany said she's still outside. And can we give her a little golf clap real quick? Sis just had a birthday. Big 75. Happy birthday to you, boo. Go ahead, blow them candles out. And we had to show a little love, even though we know you messy. We love you too. Now, she posted this on Facebook, talking about, thank y'all for the incredible birthday wishes, and an extra special thank you to everyone who bought my book. It sold out in minutes. I'm truly humbled. Okay, girl, but wait, plot twist. She said, if you missed it, no stress. Hit that link below and cop your copy today. Don't be broke. Don't get left behind. Stay ahead of the convo the whole country bout to be having. Ma single quotes am. Then she wraps it up with, remember, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's sweet. And all but wait. Cue dramatic music. Let's go look at the book. It's called Standing on Business, and baby, $99.99. Hold up. Standing on Business for $100. She says, and I quote, from mommy moves to making history. I'm not just showing up, I'm standing on. They always say there are 2 sides to every story, but let's be real, there's always a third. The truth. Raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic. And that's where Tasha steps in. She's not just showing up, she's redefining what it means to lead with real purpose. And no, she's not backing down. Now, you might be wondering, what am I here for? I'll tell you straight, I'm here for the comments. That's where the real show begins. One person said, same old scammer playbook. When one hustle dries up, they just move on to the next. Another wrote, why spend $99 on a book when the court transcripts are basically free? People aren't holding back. Someone else chimed in, $100 for that. I'll wait until it's bootlegged. At the barbershop, the jokes kept coming. Richard Williams' book is in the Dollar Tree clearance bin and still collecting dust. Someone even said, if it didn't take me 3 years to get to Africa, I'd go just to see the typos in that book. Because let's face it, she's never been known for proper grammar. That book probably reads like it was voiced during a migraine. Another person asked, does the book come with a bonus chapter on how to blow taxpayer money? Then Michael popped in with, does it come with a happy ending? And while that was out of pocket, the wild part is Tasha does look all right. And everybody knows she's down bad right now. Melissa said it best, $100. The last Harry Potter book didn't even cost that much, and the whole world was waiting on that ending. She's not wrong. Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's own mother, has a book out for $14.99, and she's a multi-millionaire. Someone else said, is this a book sale, or is she raising bail money? Then came she's asking $100 for a book, but she really didn't do anything to deserve that kind of hype. Another user chimed in, see, this is what I'm talking about. She was never really doing anything like that. Then, out of nowhere, Lamont said, Tasha Hill, congrats, great job. But let's be honest, he probably didn't buy the book either. Tasha better hold on to every dollar because with all this noise, she's going to need it for court, for legal help, and maybe for commissary. People are already joking that she better get ready for prison life. Some are even saying if they end up in a women's prison, someone in there might actually think they're cute receding hairline and all. But jokes aside, nobody is really buying that book to read. They're getting it to burn, just like she burned the trust of the people. One commenter asked how many copies were printed before she called it sold out. It's a good question. We all know who she is, sure. But does she really have that kind of fan base, willing to pay $100 for her story? Let's be honest, I've got nearly 500,000 subscribers, and even I wouldn't bank on all of them buying a $100 book from me. And I've been building this for years. Tasha, all her support came from free events and taxpayer-funded appearances. People never spent real money to support her, so this sudden $100 price tag doesn't make sense. That's not how support works, and it's definitely not how credibility is built. She's out here trying to get that money up. So when she ends up in jail, she's got something on her books. And let's be honest, she probably bought both copies herself just to say it's sold out. That $100 book, stank behavior. Just say what happened. People want the truth, not overpriced filler. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This is textbook narcissism. If I bought a $100 book, I'd expect it to deliver something groundbreaking. But no, it's about ego. Charging that much says two things. First, she thinks she's way more important than she is. And second, she's desperate to reclaim that old lifestyle she fumbled. But this isn't how you bounce back. It's delusional. She's down bad and doesn't even realize how far she's fallen. The book's priced at $99.99, and even though she claimed it sold out, people on Facebook were saying maybe 3 or 4 people actually bought it. Let's be honest, Tiffany is going to double down on nonsense. But there's a lesson in all of this. Whenever God gives you an opportunity, don't waste it. Don't take it for granted. Because once it's gone dot. And then you're stuck charging people $100 for a book nobody asked for, just to make ends meet. To match her old income, she'd need 1,000, maybe 2,000 people to buy it. But she doesn't have that kind of support. She never did. The truth is, it's desperation. She had chances. She blew them. And now, look at how far she's fallen. It's a pattern. People get opportunities and throw them away. And in places like Dolton, Illinois, or Thornton Township near Chicago majority, Black areas with real potential, there are chances to build something lasting. Black America, the diaspora, Africa, the Caribbean, these spaces are full of opportunities. You just have to value what you're given. That's all it takes to succeed. But the moment you let entitlement take over, thinking the world owes you something, you're finished. That's how you end up broke, disgraced, and spiraling. Tiffany is proof, and the wild part, the scams. Don't stop. There's no value being delivered, just more empty promises. And now people are even joking that she should go start an OnlyFans. Someone said they'd sign up, probably for another $100 a month. That's where this is heading. All right, next story. Why don't you want to talk to me? What did I even do? I've been talking to you long enough. Stop petting that wig. Well, technically, it's not a wig. It's a gloon butt still. Why do you get mad every time you see me? What did I do to you? Why do you keep petting that thing? Whatever it is, sitting on top of your head. It's just a habit, she says. But it's not even yours. And then you got hair sticking out the side like you ran out the house halfway. Done. I just got out of the shower, she says. Then why didn't you take a moment to fix it up before jumping on live? You didn't brush it, right? Go do that. Just brush it down so you're not constantly patting your head every 3 seconds. I'm not going anywhere tonight, she says. That's fine, but still go brush the hair. How are you tonight? She asks. I don't want to talk about how I'm doing. I want you to go brush that hair. I'll brush it after the live, she says. No, go do it now. Drop the phone. And fix it. No, I want to talk to you. And that's the problem. You're staying on the screen without enough sense to go fix your appearance. It's goofy. Imagine if a man came on camera acting like he was straight out of the 1970s, brushing and adjusting his afro, the whole timid look, ridiculous. The brother literally told her to go wash her wig, and she stayed on the stream like it was normal. I wouldn't do that, but I'm going to be real. Kevin Samuels used to get all this backlash for how he spoke to women, but nobody ever questioned why they kept calling in. Why keep showing up for the roast night after night? Some women, not all, actually enjoy the attention, even if it means getting publicly dragged. That's what this lady is doing. She's being told, live on air, to wash her wig, and she just keeps talking like it's no big deal. If you didn't like what was being said, why not hang up? Now that brings us to another story. I've been in a unique situation before where I had to line myself up. You know what I mean? That means I didn't have a girlfriend, so I had to take a solo trip to palmelina.com. I'm trying to keep it PG for YouTube, but most of y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Most men have been caught doing it at least once. Someone asked me how old I was when I got caught. The answer? Several ages. I moved out at 34, so pick any year between 1994 and 2009. I never got caught by my grandma, though that's a different level. My grandparents had their own section of the house, and my granddad walked heavy. You could hear that man coming, like a freight train. My mom, though, sneakier. Real ninja energy. But this one dude, he got caught by his grandmand. What happened next? Wild. She sniffed the air, wrinkled her nose, and told him, "Get in here and clean this up. Smells like somebody's been clapping off in my living room. That's nasty." She hit him with, "Take a bath, clean yourself up, you dirty, no-life little fool, and honestly, how do you let it get to that point? You're out here smelling like death and defeat, and now your grandma gotta come clean up behind your dusty behind. Were you taking a dump and lining yourself up at the same time? Because that combo don't sit right with me. I've never had any odor lingering in the room. This dude was just down bad. Caught by his grandma, no locked door, no pillowcase. Probably just standing there butt naked like it's a lifestyle. That's embarrassing. But let's break it down. Today's show had 3 cases of straight-up dusty behavior. Tiffany Henyard out here scamming folks again, Brother Black Guru telling women to go wash their wigs midstream, and a grown man getting caught clapping himself into a cloud of funk by his own grandma. Now, let's ask the real question. Who wins the Dusty of the Day award? Cue the Jeopardy music. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Tiffany freaking Henyard. It was close. I almost handed the crown to Funky McSelf-Love and his living room situation. But come on now, Tiffany. You're out here selling a $99.99 book on Amazon, claiming it's sold out, and clearly just trying to scrape together rent money because, let's be real, you got no other marketable skills besides booty clapping, and even that ain't been monetized properly. Not yet anyway, but we know it's coming. That OnlyFans page is loading as we speak, and when it drops, I'll be customer number 1. Front row. But until then, throw that dust on her. She's finished. That's my time. Subscribe, hit that bell, and don't forget, stay out of your grandma's living room.